Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy. Today we're going to be checking out a Maximus power armor build in 76. Now, truth be told, this isn't the best power armor build on the planet. This is a Maximus build, and he is far from perfect when it comes to power armor. But starting off, let's check out the specials. Of course, max out strength if possible. And fair warning, I may have more points available to me than you have. Now, I will explain that for those who don't know here in a minute. But I tried to, save back a few points that I had available and not just spend them. I know, really weird, but I did that anyways. Now, as for the perk cards, the first stop we got to go to is legendary perks. Now, this is why I have more points than you might have, because I maxed out strength, luck, and intelligence. But you might actually want to max out power, sprinter, and these other power armor legendary cards. I don't have them maxed personally because I'm not normally a power armor build. But if that's what you want to do, I would definitely aim for maxing some of those out. Now, as for your perk cards, definitely going to want bare arms to reduce the weight of heavy weapons. And then we're going to run one card of each of the heavy gunner cards, which you could run higher than that. Definitely going to want some full charge in there. Help with your sprinting and not getting screwed over on your fusion cores. Running bandolier, reduce the weight of some ammo. Ordnance express, reducing the weight of explosives. Now blocker, super solid card. You're going to want to pick that up for sure. Now, as for some of the weight reductions, you might want to choose other things. It could really go either way, depending on how you're running it. Rocking Grenadier, glow-sided, for the extra damage to glowing enemies. And then because of the whole little rad roach bit, we threw in Exterminator. Definitely want Revenant. Fireproof, another super awesome card. Now, this is just in here because, his love of caviar and popcorn and all that sort of good stuff. Friendly Fire, solid card. You can use that to heal NPCs as well as other players. Squad maneuvers, a little bit of extra speed, especially in power armor, doesn't hurt. Tenderizer, super solid card that you will definitely want to run. Can't say enough about it. Super solid card. Now, strange in numbers, pretty good odds you're going to have a mutation because everybody in 76 is rocking mutations. Now, this card right here, probably not going to run it constantly. I just wanted to throw it in there to remind you that it's there. Realistically, take that point, throw it in here, make your power armor chassis even lighter. Because if you are a power armor build, odds are you're going to be running around with more than one set of power armor. Now, for the most part, all your power armor cards do seem to be in an intelligence for the most part. So you're going to want to spec in and grab as many of the different power armor perk cards that you want. Now, this is another one where I only threw 2 in, but it's because I threw Wrecking Ball in here because, I don't know, it kind of fits Maximus, but you might actually want to take that and move it into the other card. As for agility, we are going to run Action Boy / Action Girl at max and Through Hiker at max. Mostly the Through Hiker, we just really need some weight reduction because power armor sucks when it comes to carrying stuff. And it's never made the slightest bit of sense. Now, this card, you might actually want to run it at a 3, but I've only got it at a 2. This one you definitely wanted a 3 because stagger, limb damage, it's a solid combo. Starch jeans, absolute requirement due to all the mutations. So, moving on, Bloody Mess. Solid card just for the fact that I'm not 100% certain what way you're going to want to run with this, but regardless of whatever weapon you're using, bonus damage. And we are running Mysterious Savior maxed out because it combos with Revenant, and it doesn't hurt to just magically get revived from time to time. Now, this card right here, you might actually drop this one to put an extra point in something else. It's not super important. I just wanted to throw it in here in case it's something you were interested in investing in. But I would realistically throw that extra point up in that top card. Now let's get to how it runs. Now, for the record, I am not running any legendary power armor while running this little playtest of the build. So there's no manipulation from that. I don't have the power armor like super modded up with anything crazy. This is just, for the most part, looking at how the cards and the weapon itself stack up in combat. And overall, it did pretty darn well against max level enemies. I'm going to be honest, I kind of wish it was a little bit more powerful, but then again, it's Maximus's build. I'm lucky that I'm even hitting things. You know, kind of thinking back to how horrible he is at aiming sometimes. Which, you know, I guess that's where the heavy guns really fit in, because you're going to miss some shots. You're just going to fly off some random direction and be like, yep, that's what Maximus would have done. Just miss. Wide off to the side of the target. Now, moving on. So, wondering what kind of look you got, Rock? Obviously, you're looking for T60 armor. If you don't have any and you want to know where to find some, you can go down into Cranberry Bog. Check around there. That's normally where you will find T60 power armor. Now, as for the skin that I have on it, that actually came from turning in technical data. It's just Brotherhood Night paint. Nothing super spectacular. But you can also find Brotherhood paints in the Atomic Shop, I want to say. Never purchased any myself, but you could always keep an eye out on that if that's what you're into. Then beyond that, I'm trying to think, what else super matters? Honestly, I don't know. But hey, be careful when it comes to paints, because some paints do not work on all types of power armor. So keep that in mind. Now on to the weapon. So for the video, I was using Final Word. If you want to pick this up and you don't know where to get it, you get this from completing Beckett's quest line. Beckett is one of the allies in the game, and you can find him down in the ash heap. I want to say it wouldn't hurt to turn on your Pip-Boy, go to the radio, and I think he pops up on one of those stations. It's been a really long time since I did the Beckett quest line, so you got to forgive me on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, it's not a perfect power armor build. It's a Maximus power armor build. And if you got any suggestions for it, by all means, hop down in the comments and share it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.